When you purchase our Marketing GPS predictive forecast for your marketing, you get a look at the future in some key areas that you care about to help you better plan and strategize and execute your marketing. Let's take a look at what you get. Let's pretend for a moment that you are the operator of a carnival and you have four product categories that you care about making sure your audience is aware of and you know when to promote for the different things you offer at your carnival. Caramel apples, cotton candy, funnel cake, and kettle corn. With the marketing GPS, you'll get both a forecast graphically like this and a week by week, blow by blow for these categories to help you better plan what's going to happen. Let's dig into this. Now, before we explain the trends of what you're seeing here, a few cautionary notes. Predictive analytics, forecasting, cannot predict what's never happened. So major things like cultural upheaval, political turmoil, stock market crashes, natural disasters, all could have serious impacts on your forecast, but there's no tool in the world that can forecast them accurately. So just know that that's the case. And two, these are forecasts like any other forecast, like a weather forecast, for example. You don't check the weather just once a year and lay out your clothes for the year. You check frequently. So these forecasts do have expiration dates after which you should probably run another one. That's one of the reasons why we offer a single forecast as well as quarterly and annual forecasts that give you 12 forecasts so that you can have one every month. Now, let's dig in. You're this carnival operator. We know generally that carnival season is in the summer, of course, but there are some foods, for example, like kettle corn here, which actually peak in the late fall, and then of course caramel apples, also a very popular fall food as well. So knowing that the audience is interested in those foods at those times, specifically the week of October 14th and the week of October 14th and really the week of October 7th, helps us plan when as a carnival operator, we might want to promote them more, have our barkers yelling more about kettle corn and caramel apples during those times. If we are running, for example, an Instagram account for our carnival, we might want to start posting about our amazing caramel apples the end of August and really start to build interest into that. One of the things that we talk about with predictive analytics with these forecasts is push on the peaks and plan on the dips. So whenever there is a major peak here, like cotton candy really becoming the most interested, the most popular, the week of August 26th, but that interest begins as early as August 5th. We'd want to make sure that we are promoting cotton candy as much as we can. And it can be old school stuff like flyers and barkers, people yelling on the fairgrounds, or it can be digital technology, retargeting, remarketing, Google AdWords, Facebook ads, display YouTube ads. It can be social media posts, blogger and outreach. Anything and everything we can do for each product when it peaks is something that we would want to do to take advantage of the audience's interest. These forecasts are based on 5 years of Google search data. So we forecast these trends forward using machine learning and artificial intelligence to tell us when specifically we want to be promoting something. Here's funnel cake. Funnel cake is already popular right now. This was recorded on the first week of May. And funnel cake is already popular right now. So if we were a carnival, we would certainly want to be promoting funnel cake as heavily as we can, really between now and July week, the 1st of July. So that's when the funnel cake season, and then it kind of tapers off and goes back down to more reasonable levels after Labor Day. So between now and Labor Day, funnel cake season, with some cotton candy and some kettle corn in there as well. We see, of course, cotton candy get super popular beginning this last week in July and topping out at the end of August. So that's definitely a time when we want to have the barkers yelling about cotton candy and the caramel apples and kettle corn into the fall. Things get quiet right here, right around the second and third week of November. And we see cotton candy and kettle corn actually pick back up for the holidays. Those are popular gift items. Whereas caramel apples and funnel cake, not so much. In fact, caramel apples really fades off into popularity, partly because of supply, in the early spring, whereas the other three foods begin to pick back up once you get really over this mid-March hump. Now, if this was The forecast, that alone would be a good place to start. But then when the calendar, you can look week by week as you're moving ahead throughout the year and say, okay, if it is the week of June 10th, funnel cake has got to be the top of our content calendar. However, if it's the week of August 12th, funnel cake should still be the top of the calendar, but then we also want to make sure we've got cotton candy content in the market. So you'll get this week by week planning calendar that will help you plan out what to promote and when. You'll notice here the week of September 30th. Well, we're not going to talk really about funnel cake and cotton candy much anymore. We're going to be talking about kettle corn that week. Now, obviously, this forecast applies to all forms of marketing, all forms of technology, all forms of companies and organizations. It is not just limited to circuses and carnivals. How we use this as a fun example. But when you purchase the marketing GPS, you'll get this, you'll get the planner, and you'll get a short YouTube video just like this one explaining the forecast, so that if you want to be able to show it internally at your company or to your boss or to your stakeholders, they too can get a video explanation of the forecast that will better help them to understand what it is that you've gotten and what they should be doing with it. So please consider purchasing the marketing GPS. Again, you can buy a single instance, a quarterly pack of 3, or a pack of 12 to help you forecast the future and set your marketing on the right course. Thanks for watching.